Outlander is not just a successful adaptation of Diana Gabaldon's novels, it is a living, breathing world where emotions often go far beyond what is written on the page. Everything on set is carefully prepared, every line of dialogue and every movement is outlined in the script. Yet what truly sets Outlander apart lies in the moments that weren't entirely planned. At times, it is the actors themselves who breathe extra soul into a scene through small but powerful details, a lingering glance, a pause not written into the script, or a completely natural gesture born from genuine emotion in the moment. These subtle changes may seem minor, but they make scenes feel more authentic, layered, and emotionally rich. What's even more remarkable is that the production team often chooses to keep these spontaneous moments. That willingness to embrace authenticity is exactly what makes Outlander so distinctive and unforgettable. Let's begin with one of the most shocking moments: Jaime wearing the British red coat in Season 5, episode The Ballad of Roger Mac. Anyone familiar with the story knows how deeply Jaime Fraser despises the British Army. The red coat symbolizes everything he has fought against his entire life. In the original script, Jaime's complicated cooperation with the British was already established, but visually emphasizing him actually wearing the red uniform was not initially intended as a powerful symbolic statement. It was Sam Huan who recognized the dramatic potential of that image. He felt that placing Jaime in the red coat would vividly express the character's internal conflict, a warrior forced to stand alongside his enemy in order to protect the people he loves. Sam suggested the idea to the producers and costume department, and they agreed. The result was an iconic image that left a lasting impression on audiences. In Season 2, young Fergus, played by Roman Berics, also delivered charming improvised moments. As a child actor, Roman was given slightly more freedom in his performance. One of the most memorable examples is when Fergus casually grabs a bun before leaving the room with Jaime. This action was never written in the script. It was simply a natural instinct during filming. Yet that tiny detail perfectly captured Fergus's mischievous, clever, and lively personality. Similarly, scenes featuring baby Jaime, the son of Brianna and Roger, carry a unique authenticity. Since the role was played by very young twins, their reactions could not be fully controlled. Sometimes Jaime cried, sometimes laughed, and sometimes looked confused. Rather than forcing the babies to match the script exactly, the crew adapted the scenes to fit their natural responses. As a result, many of Jaime's most emotional moments were completely genuine, and that authenticity is what makes them so touching. Looking back to Season 1 and the harrowing Wentworth prison sequence, one of the most haunting storylines of the series, there is a striking visual moment between Jaime and Black Jack Randall. In one scene, Jaime is positioned in a way that evokes religious imagery. This specific staging was not strictly detailed in the script. During rehearsals, the actors experimented with different blocking choices and discovered this powerful composition themselves. When the director saw it, he immediately recognized its visual impact and chose to keep it. A small creative decision, but one that deepened the emotional weight and intensity of the entire scene. The death of Black Jack Randall at the Battle of Culloden in Season 3 offers another example. While the script clearly described the battle and its outcome, Tobias Menzies brought additional emotional complexity to the confrontation. He approached the final fight almost like a dance between the two characters. Most notably, Randall reaching out toward Jaime in his final moments was not strictly scripted. That gesture added a disturbing layer of intimacy and emotional confusion, making their twisted relationship feel even more haunting. In Season 7, a small exchange between Clare and Brianna also stood out. When Brianna exclaims, "Mama," with surprise and emotion, Sophie Skelton's tone and timing came naturally in the moment. Katrina Balfe responded instinctively, creating an interaction that felt warm, slightly humorous, and completely authentic. The scene plays like a real family moment rather than a scripted exchange. Also in Season 7, the jealousy and reconciliation scene between Jaime and Clare, when Jaime learns about Clare's relationship with Lord John, demonstrates how powerful performance can elevate written dialogue. The extended silences, meaningful glances, and shifts in physical distance between them were shaped by Sam Huan and Katrina Balfe's emotional instincts. Without changing the lines themselves, they deepened the scene through rhythm, pauses, and subtle physical movement. Sometimes, silence speaks louder than words. Finally, we cannot overlook the romantic bond between Jaime and Clare. Across several episodes, particularly in the earlier seasons, some kisses were not explicitly specified in the script. Instead, the actors naturally moved closer when the emotional intensity called for it. These choices were not random, they were instinctive responses to the moment. Thanks to their undeniable chemistry, these additions never felt forced. Instead, they made the love story feel spontaneous, passionate, and deeply real. All of these examples reveal one essential truth: Outlander succeeds not only because of its strong writing and rich source material, but also because of the creativity and emotional honesty of its cast. The actors respect the script, yet they also trust their artistic instincts. Sometimes it's just a glance, a gesture, or a pause, but those small touches transform written scenes into living, unforgettable moments. And what about you? Which of these moments impressed you the most? Was there a scene in Outlander that felt so real you could hardly believe it wasn't scripted?